It's Monday, the 11th of April, now back at the High Court in Cape Town. Hearing on the leave to appeal, the preliminary hearing regarding the appointment of the President of Cape Law Society, Ashraf Mohammed, in a case affecting the life of the Truth and Reconciliation final report. The life of that report, where I myself, as a post-TRC litigant, do not possess an attorney. The matter's been postponed, something like that. That's the President of Cape Law Society and Advocate Norton walking down the road. Alright, so a matter affecting the life of the Truth and Reconciliation Final Commission and its report, and I still don't have representation, at the discretion of the judge who has now called in sick. Alright, so the judge called in sick this morning. Matter has been postponed to a date yet to be decided. Matter affecting the life of the Truth and Reconciliation Final Commission and its report, where I do not have an attorney at the discretion of the judge, where I've objected to the appointment of the President of Cape Law Society to represent an apartheid media firm that has an campaign of opposition against the Commission. And people don't think that there's anything vaguely worth reporting about. The press, totally absent. I'm going to try to see where I can find my SATU rep. SATU on Friday promised a rep. It's the typographical union, a non-aligned union, not affiliated to COSATU. So, yeah, a little bit of a game, I reckon. Minister of Justice rep didn't appear today either. So let's see what happens. I have responded to their documents. I've handed over papers, a response to Ms. Norton's heads of argument statement. So that's been handed over to her, and I've also handed a copy to Jackie, the judge's secretary. It's the 12th of April, the day after the hearing postponed yesterday. In the interim, we've had extraordinary sequence of events. Chief Justice Macheng delivering a watershed speech on ethics in leadership. My own submission, heads of argument in the leave to appeal the preliminary point, all about the judgment of the Constitutional Court, reaffirming the separation of powers, the strengthening of civil society, constitutional structures such as the public protector, in particular the problem of the overreach of officialdom, issues where you have the delegation of authority from the legislature into the hands of business people. We've had the extraordinary events surrounding the president of this country, the executive, and the Gupta debacle, the brothers leaving the country in the cloak of darkness, as it were. So here we have my submission on the issues of delegation of authority, cession of authority by the legislature to shady business persons, in this instance the corporation, which was instrumental in the creation of the apartheid system, one of the first examples of state capture,
directors such as P.W. Wood, DF Milan, business partners, HF Food, all of those details are on my website, mediaalternatives.com. The response from the NASPES advocate, Ms. Norton, taking things one step backwards, saying, is this a appealable decision? Is an interlocutory order, as it were, final order, is it appealable? Worst case, or subsequently over the weekend, responded with a document pointing out the special circumstances. And here we have a situation where my objections to the appointment of the President of Cape Law Society, Ashraf Mohammed, in a situation where I myself do not have an attorney in a matter affecting the life of the TRC, the report, Truth and Reconciliation Final Commission, its report, the aftermath of commission inquiry, and my rights being violated. What are my rights in the putative class post-TRC litigant? Clearly I'm not the only person with this problem. I'm sure a lot of people should be interested in the issue. On Friday I approached the trade union, non-aligned, or I should say a non-COSATU, non-aligned trade union that's not involved in any politics. FEDUSA is a federation of unions, but it's a FEDUSA union, known as the Topographical Union of South Africa, also known as SATU. A long discussion with the local branch manager, and I've been promised that a SATU rep will attend the hearings, and we've also tried to see whether we can get hold of an advocate, a representative for SATU, bearing in mind that there are issues to do with the outright theft of my byline, the forging of my signature, cession of my rights as a journalist to the corporation, where the issue of power of attorney, my rights as a per se litigant and also pro per litigant. Just as an aside, a per se litigant is a person acting in one's own interest. A pro per litigant, very similar situation, but acting pro persona. The argument really is that my persona includes my intellectual property, my byline, but it also includes my career as an anti-apartheid activist. The issues to do with the circumstances around the banning of several publications and organizations of which I was a member back in the 80s and early 90s, and also the circumstances surrounding the amnesty hearing of my boss, general, commando, editor, call it whatever you want to call the job description, but the circumstances surrounding the amnesty hearing of a man by the name of Mohammed Rafiq Rohan, which I'm sure Ashraf Mohammed would be interested in. Ashraf Mohammed, I've made these allegations in my papers, is a man who, on a number of occasions, has appeared in an official capacity, determining an issue without reference to the Audi rule, Audi alterum partem, with both sides of the matter be heard. On his own prejudices and on his own, the way he sees the world through the perspective of a, let's say, a conservative Islamic community in South Africa. You seem to think that Jews should be subjected to a form of Sharia law, that there's something wrong with my going out on a Friday evening. Yes, the conservative communities in this country do have common cause. Both the conservative Jewish community and the conservative Muslim community have common cause with me regards my so-called violation on my own terms of religious law. But is this really the issue here at stake? The primary issue at the Equality Court is really the manner in which the Minister has failed to defend the final report of the Truth Commission, and the manner in which the second respondent, Naspers, has sought to post hoc, after the fact, attach and amend and alter the report itself. Bearing in mind this is a corporation which had a campaign of opposition to the Commission, and in the aftermath of that Commission staged a window dressing exercise where I myself was duped, deceived by the corporation. I would not have sought employment had I known the full facts relating to the opposition to the Commission. When the corporation appointed directors such as Jakes Gevel, a man who had been part of the Mandela administration, active in the presidency, the executive, the impression that I got from that was that there was a transformation exercise. This is the facts of the matter that are before the court with regards to the discrimination. So the issue of the procedure, the issue of the collateral case, as it were, there's a collateral case, a stated case involving the decade-long issue is now working its way through the system. There are several criminal cases involving perjury by the sole witness in the previous Labour case, the forging of my signature and commandeering of my byline, the corruption by the Labour broker appointed by the second respondent, the manner in which this company has essentially captured the state, become a part and parcel of the justice system, a remnant of the apartheid system. You have the Broederbond, Naspers, predetermining issues. You have this is the argument of heads of argument delivered to the court last week. A situation where you have a line ref on the field, playing the ball on the field, a line ref where the other team doesn't have any players. I'm that situation. I don't have any players, any professionals representing me. So having said all of this, a lot of legalese, and I must apologize to my viewers if you're having trouble following circumstances of this case. All the documents are available online. You're welcome to also email me or comment on the comment section if there's any information that you require. Keep an open mind. Try to avoid jumping to conclusions. let's see whether we can get to the end of this. A couple of observations about yesterday. First of all, was pretty surreal to be on the steps of the High Court in Cape Town, where a man by the name of David Utah, a lecturer in journalism, advocate of the court, and son of the late Percy Utah, the man who convicted and sentenced Nelson Mandela to prison, was there on the steps for some reason or other. It's quite bizarre to bump into directly the sort of a tectonic plate or fissure between those Jews in the community who supported apartheid and myself as a person of Jewish heritage who opposed the system. Immediately apparent that's